we're all here. So basically, we're all here to learn how to make money from UpWork, and we have Benga Adebi here. So so for those who are just joining, I mentioned that I've known Benga since 2014. Yes, almost 5 years now. And my name is Olamide. I'm as at the start of the of the lockdown, I am an entrepreneur. So I don't know if I'm still going to be an entrepreneur after the lockdown, but for now I am. And Benga is a freelancer on Upwork, and he does other things. So welcome everyone, and let's learn how to make some money. Benga, the floor is yours. Teach us.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
If you can hear, just put in the chat. And please don't forget to mute our mics. I'm muting mine too now.
Okay. Can you all hear me? Okay. So once again, and can you see me? That's another thing. Can you see me? Okay. Okay. Yes, we can. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. So I can always answer. Okay. We even have some pre-scheduled questions. So I think we'll work on that. Then when the time for Q&A comes, we would talk about that. So don't mind my face. This is my lockdown mode. So we are all in lockdown and we've not had chances to meet with our barbers. So in the agenda here, the first thing is, okay, welcome to class. Welcome everybody. My name is Benga DBA once again. As Lamia said, we've known each other for years now. I started learning for the past 5 years, and she was one of the organizers. She was one of our trainers then. So, so now the trainer is now the students. So welcome to class. We are here to talk about freelancing, Upwork in particular. And I hope at the end of this class, some of us would have gained one or two things, so that we can take home with that. So first of all, because I'll go straight to the point, in the agenda with me here, getting started with Upwork is creating an account free. Yes, creating your account is free on the platform. So what is freelancing? Let me just brief that before we go deep. Freelancing is online work, so to say. I can be using them interchangeably, but they mostly mean the same thing. So it means anything you can do online, any work you can do online. And first of all, if you have skills, the first thing you need to have is skills. Then from skills, you can transfer your skills to income online. So via different platforms. So Upwork is one of the many platforms you can use to convert your skills to income. And we are in a fantastic period. As Lani has said, this pandemic is making some people, employees are become unemployed. Entrepreneurs don't even know if they will be entrepreneurs anymore, because this is a fantastic period, and one thing we can always do is to take advantage. So one of the most important things we can do for ourselves is making ourselves valuable in this period, because whether we like it or not, some people will still make it well from this period. So you need to ask yourself if you are going to be part of them. So as I said, Upwork is one of the freelancing platforms where you can convert your skills to money. And it's a free platform. Upwork is a free platform. There's the paid part, but Upwork is majorly registering. You just go to upwork.com and you register as a freelancer. You just follow through the process, fill your details, fill your profile, fill the skills you want to register, and that's all. You are good to go. So that's all about registration on Upwork. It's free. It's not paid, but there's also the paid plan for those who want to do the paid plan. But most freelancers on the platforms are using the free part of Upwork. Then, as I said, first thing you need is skills to become a freelancer, because when you come to these platforms, because Upwork is one of the platforms, we have Fiverr, we have Freelancer, TopTap, FreeUp, Guru, there are a lot of them, but Upwork is one of the most popular platforms. So you need skills, and there are skills and there are skills. I tell people there are high income skills and there are normal skills. We have skills that will generate more money per hour for you, because working online, you would value your time more. One of the things you will do when working online as a freelancer is to value your time more, because you will realize that the same 1 hour, someone can be paid $1 for that 1 hour work, another person can be paid $500 for 1 hour work. And you ask yourself, what's the difference between the two of them? We need to switch off our microphone. You ask yourself, what's the difference between the two of them, and the major difference is skills. So you need to have major skills to be successful on Upwork. Some of the top skills include web development, blockchain, copywriting, digital marketing, that's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, software development, graphic designing. So there are a lot of skills. There are a whole lot of skills. We have data science and analytics, machine language, AI, copy. I think I've mentioned copywriting, and maybe I'm mentioning it again. So there's something we should understand about skills. Even though there are skills that are so-called high-income skills, there are also skills that you can have normally, but the moment you specialize in those skills, they look like low income. I don't need to use the English. Say writing, for example, is not an high-income skill, so to say, but if you can specialize in it, it becomes high income. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here. Say you're a writer, but there are other writers. So how do you specialize? You can become, say, a resume writer. Say, I only write resumes, or I only write grants. So the moment you are known for that, you can charge a premium. So even though writing looks like a low income skill, compared, not that it's low income, but compared to, say, web development, compared to being a programmer, you can't pay a writer and a programmer the same thing. But a writer that has specialized himself or herself can be paid more than a programmer. So that's, so the skills, they are high income skills, they are mostly tech related, but there are other skills too: virtual assistant, admin support, customer service. There are a whole lot of skills, Skills on the platform they are in the hundreds. Ebook writing, ghost writing, content writing, article writing, a whole lot of skills. So just have, all you need to do is, and one of the things I realized recently is that I realized that most Nigerians, we are multi-talented. So we have plenty skills. So one of the things you can do for yourself is ensure that you have one or two of those skills that you can specialize in, and you can work on them. Then you can just find a way to, combine your other skills. So that's that about skills. So how to secure a job on Upwork? Basically, to secure a job on Upwork, it's a process where you need to understand three things. You need to understand profile, you need to understand proposals, and you need to understand how to search for the right jobs and how to know the right clients to work with. So those are the three major things. There are other things too, but these three major things, if you can skill them, you can learn the others along the way. So first of all, how do you land your first job on Upwork? Have a good profile. Make ensure that your profile is superb. Understand how to write a profile, understand how to present your profile. One of the things I tell people is to select or search for top people in their field. Then they can use their profiles to tailor theirs. So that's the first thing. Then know how to write proposals, because you need to learn how to write proposals to apply for the jobs. Then understand how to search for the right jobs. There are different kind of jobs on the platform, so you need to know how to search for the right jobs. I'm going to need a minute. I need to get something to clean my face. For someone like me, I had to navigate a lot of things on my own. So, but one of the reasons why I do what I do is so that others don't go through the process of what I went through. I made a lot of mistakes before I realized this is wrong, this is right. And so you don't make those same mistakes. That's why I do what I do. And I have a mentor who teaches me, through Same Paradigm Initiative. I met him there, and we've been close till today. His name is Femi Bayode, and we chat on WhatsApp regularly. We talk till today. If I need anything, I go to him, and so you also have to, you need guidance like that on the platform. But there's money to be made on the platform. So we've discussed skills. We've discussed how to land your job, how to land your first job on the platform. Then we've discussed, the part where people want to hear, the money part. Yes, it's worthwhile. I took a training some weeks ago, and from the training, I've had about 5 students who have landed their first job. In the past 24 hours alone, I had 4 people who contacted me that they were invited for interviews by clients for different jobs. So this works. It really works. So another question here says, how does one resolve a blocked Upwork account? Okay, and how can I land my first job? So if your account is suspended, one of the mistake people make when they join the platform is that without knowing what to do, they apply for jobs sporadically. You don't do that. Upwork will suspend your account. One of the things, they have an algorithm to ensure that only people that are worthy are on their platform. Let me use that English. Meaning, if you just go on the platform, apply for jobs sporadically without even understanding the platform, your account will get suspended. So how do you unsuspend that? You can try to talk with their customer service or their IOP that okay, I've learned about the platform, I'm now better, or you need to create a new account from scratch. So because there are a lot of freelancers on the platform, so they created an algorithm to ensure that, okay, if you are not serious, and remember I talked about that Upwork is a platform of merit, that the more you do, the more you make on the platform, the better you get. So Upwork is a platform of merit, and at the same time, if you are not serious on the platform, there's a way the algorithm will remove you, either suspend you, block you. So if you don't make money on the platform for a month to 2 months, they will set your account to private. And you don't need to be scared if it's set to private. Private just means when clients are searching, they won't see your account. That's all what it means. But you can still make money, you can still search for jobs. So if you don't make it, so that's what the algorithm does. The algorithm ensures that people that clients are seeing are serious people. So that's what private means. But if you are unserious and maybe clients are reporting you, or maybe you're just applying for jobs sporadically without landing jobs, they will suspend your account. And how do you land your first job on the platform, which we talked about? Landing your first job is understanding profiles, understanding proposal writing, understanding how to search for jobs. And Upwork is a platform where, one of the things Lami said at the beginning is that most of us are employees. It's something you can do part-time. It does not necessarily have to take your time fully. You can have your 9 to 5 and you can still be on the platform, get freelance jobs. So it's something you can do part-time. That's what Upwork is. So that's it about Upwork. So I don't know if you have any questions. So Lami, over to you.
Okay, Benga, thanks for that introduction and everything. So just to let you guys know that I have actually made money from Upwork before, because I also worked on Upwork between 2014 and 2015, and I made $200 that I cashed out from the ATM, and it was the period where dollar was really during the recession. So imagine, I can't even remember what I used the money for. But it actually works, and I actually have a neighbor who lives in my house. We're neighbors who also just started working on Upwork. In fact, he has been doing like 18 hours. He's a Microsoft engineer, and then he makes $10 per hour. And during off-peak period, if he's working overtime, he makes $13. And he has been working overtime since the lockdown. And that is why I'm even feeling guilty. While I am here fighting people on Twitter and doing all of that, my neighbor is busy making $10 every hour, and he does it. He only sleeps for maybe like 4 hours. So that was actually one of the things that motivated this. So Benga, I need to ask you because I've already started also working on my own Upwork profile. So when you talk about proposals, are proposals the same thing? Is proposal the same thing as a cover letter? Because most of the clients ask for cover letters. So is this the same thing?
Yes, it can be used for Upwork. When they mention cover letter, it means proposals.
Okay.
Yes, for on Upwork. Because on other platforms, cover letter is something else.
Yeah.
But on Upwork, when they mention cover letter, it means proposal.
Okay, so we had that. Then there's a question that goes, someone asked if, so what do you do when you sign up for a particular set of skills and Upwork tells you they already have enough people for that skill or for those set of skills? What do you do?
Okay, one of the things on Upwork is, which I mentioned, is the algorithm.
Okay.
Upwork algorithm ensures that demand and supply. So when you get that message, it means at that particular time, you realize that the amount of freelancers on that particular skills are much. And the clients for that too, they are balanced. So they don't want those freelancers at that particular time. And in my ebook, I wrote how to navigate those kind of responses from Upwork. If you get that kind of message, say I'm a writer now and I get that kind of message and I really want to work, I can change my skill to data science, and I resubmit, and because as I said, it's just the algorithm, it's not even them. They just created the algorithm before. Normally when the platform just started, it was human that was doing the vetting process. But when you have like 100,000 freelancers signing up, so it just algorithm just check one or two things, and and one of the things the algorithm does, they also ensures that if you are not serious, if you keep on say they reject you the first time you submit, they reject you the second time you submit, the algorithm will know that okay, this is a serious freelancer, so let's just pass this freelancer. So it's another process to just vet that okay, is this person serious or not, or is this person with this skill? Just change the skill, and so it's just a easy thing to navigate if you understand how to do about it.
Okay, fantastic. So we have someone asked, said, among the vast majority of other skilled professionals like me who are already recognized on some remote work platform, how do I push myself to be seen by clients on Upwork?
Yeah, for someone, one of the things people need to understand, which I tell people, is that when you come to Upwork, you are not a beginner. You have experiences outside Upwork, so you only need to understand how to navigate the platform. That's all. So for someone like that, all he needs to know is how does he or she position himself herself for client? His profile. A client will not go through your profile to understand or to see you, to meet you, to know who you are. So that's what profile is for. So it's profile, the person will need to put himself or herself in the profile, showcase, put all their best foot forward, showcase all their skills, put portfolios to show their sample works. So that, because one of the things portfolio does is that portfolio shows clients that, okay, well, this is what I'm saying, I can do it. Because stock is cheap. I can just tell you that I am the top #1 Microsoft engineer in the world. How can I prove it? But if I have a portfolio that shows, okay, I have a certification with my name on it, I have some jobs I've completed, so the client can say, yes, this person can really knows what he's doing. Then when writing proposals too, that said person will need to put, to showcase that, yes, I really have experience in this, and attach samples too, along with their proposals. So those are the steps to take. So, yeah.
So talking about profiles and proposals, so I started updating my Upwork. So I discovered that, and what I also did, I've not told you yet, is I checked myself and saw that, I can do three things majorly. I can do digital communications even in my sleep. I'm a very good project manager, from over 10 years of experience of working. I can also be a tech support. So what I've done is I've created 3 CVs, and I've just finished my profile on digital communications. And I think I've applied for 2 jobs. I'm still praying maybe they'll call me back. But it's something that you can also check. I think you're allowed to do like more than about 5 profiles, personalized profiles for different
No, three.
skills, right? Okay, 3
Three.
profiles. So I think
Yeah.
something that we can check. Then someone is asking here, he said, as a Nigerian, how do I project my virtual assistant skill for a remote job?
Okay. As a Nigerian, just put, isn't it? Okay. One of the things I realize most or some Nigerians have the inferiority complex. It's not bad, maybe because of the media portrayal and a lot of things. So it's not bad. One of the things you just do is understand that on these platforms, there will be biased clients, there will be prejudiced clients, but they are like minority. When you understand how to vet the real client from the bad client, the real client don't care about your location. They only care about your skills. So as a Nigerian, how do you you need to just ensure that as a virtual assistant, you need to put all your best skills in your profile. You need to ensure that you need to ensure that a client, ask yourself, really, if the client goes through my profile, will he hire me? So have you represented yourself enough to be hired? So just ensure that your profile contains everything that puts you in the best foot for hiring. Then you said something which I try to tell people regularly. The moment you submit for a job, it's no longer in your control.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people tell me, okay, I've submitted for this job, I'm waiting for the client. I'm like, I just laugh. The thing you do is, you set your profile well, you set your proposal well, you ensure you apply for the right jobs, you ensure you understand a good client from a bad client, a good job from a bad job. After that, the moment you submit your proposal, you move on. It's like, okay, well, it's in the past. On to the next one. So if the client contact, because if you are expecting that the client will contact you, you are putting yourself up for disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
When the client don't contact you, I'm like, my bad, is something wrong with me? No. I tell people, okay, so one of the things, that's why I try to lecture, I try to teach people, I try to, so if you can position yourself well, profile-wise, proposal-wise, then you apply for the job and you apply for the right job, then, clients, they would, if you go through the normal process, then at least you put yourself in the best place to land the job. But after that, it's no longer in your hands.
Okay, so that brings me to the next 2 questions. I'm going to ask him too. So someone says, talked about perseverance. Said, what is your source of perseverance? 1. Then the second one says that is a bit long. Said, I am truly sorry, but this is going to be long. My application was turned down sometime in 2017, 2018. I reached out to a supposed UpWork expert on YouTube via email, but got no response. I got discouraged and stopped trying. I kept thinking, what was I missing? Is it that the writing space was too saturated? Only to learn that my writer colleague started getting jobs there early this year. And she said it's probably because she had a mix of tech and writing. Do I have to apply into another field when I really have expertise in is writing? I can write for every field because I rely greatly on research. How do I apply as someone from another country, say Canada, for me to get accepted? Or do I have to apply as someone from another country, say Canada, for me to get accepted? I am tired and confused. Please help. I really need to get on Upwork. Thanks so much for your time. So I think some
Okay.
of the answers, you've answered them, but please, treat your source
Okay.
of perseverance and that.
Yes, and that long question. For the source of perseverance, my own source of perseverance is that I know that this thing works. I know that I just need to understand it. People need to ask for someone like me that I didn't have anybody to put me through. So what was the thing that made me persevere? It's understanding that when I understood that this works, when I had an understanding that I saw testimonials of other people that have made it on the platform. So if they can make it, me too, I can make it. And they don't have two heads. So that's my own source of perseverance. That's what guided me through to continue. And I understand that anything I want to work will take time. Yeah, so that's for me, really. Then the second question, person was talking about being rejected on the platform. I talked about the algorithm that ensures that people get rejected, people get applied. That's one. All you need to do is, I've had testimonials of about, I think I did a class in February. I did a class in February where I trained over 1,100 people, and I had in that week I had 50 plus testimonials of people who, some of them who got their accounts rejected and just followed the process on my ebook and they got accepted. And it's the same thing I'm saying here. If you get rejected, you might need to change one or two skills. You might need to increase the rate you are using to apply. You might need to change the niche you put yourself in. The thing about profiles is that you can always edit them. They are not written on stone. So if I say, she says she's a writer, the moment she set herself as a writer and realize that, oh, she's rejected, they will tell you, even in the message, they will tell you, you can edit your skills. So she can edit her skills, resubmit, she can fine tune one or two things, change, add more skills, increase her rates, resubmit, and if it still continues like that, you can reach out. There are other ways we ensure that people get accepted on the platform. I said being accepted on the platform is very easy. So it's not a problem at all.
Okay, thank you for that. And I have another question here that talks about, it said, how can a full-time lawyer who has always been a lawyer prove to be an expert in data analysis, considering that he has no prior experience as a data analyst, but just a 2-week training in SQL and Power BI? In setting up his profile, how does he fine-tune his experience in data science field to ensure that his profile is approved on UpWork? So while you're answering this, I also want you to talk about, what could happen when you lie about the skills that you don't have and the consequences.
The thing is, for the lawyer who is interested in applying as a data analyst / data science, all that you need to do is showcase the skills you have. Okay, in registration, you can also put skills you plan to have. There's no problem with that. There's no problem with that. You can also present yourself as skills. Okay, these are skills I have, or these are skills I plan to have. There's no problem with using that to apply. Where problem comes in is when clients are looking for freelancers or looking for people to hire and you're lying about your skills. It's going to affect your reputation. Remember, I talked about reputation, and in your online journey on Upwork, on any platform, your reputation matters a whole lot. Clients will refer other clients to you, clients who hasn't. One of the things I protect at all costs is my reputation. If I do a bad job for you, it can happen. But if I do a bad job for you, I'd rather not get paid for it. I've had maybe cases where I didn't, I had a client recently who I did a job, I completed the job for bad first time, bad second time. And I was like, see, don't even hire me anymore. As in, it's like, I'm not having a good. But the client was like, I will still hire you. It can happen. Because I was like, why do you keep on giving me more jobs even after I said no? You have a good reputation. It can happen. We are all human. So, but it's to tell you that when you position your reputation or when you position yourself very well on the platforms, you build that to a level where you don't even apply for jobs. Jobs will be the one chasing you. As in the past 1 month, I think I've got interest from my clients, my old clients. In the past 1 month, while I'm focused on trading, I've got about maybe 10 to 20 jobs from clients. I think about 10 to 20, between 10 and 20. I refer to others because I didn't have the time. And one of the
Please
things you need to
refer
understand.
jobs to me, Benga.
One of the things you should understand is that if you can't do a job, it's better you say no than you do a poor job. So coming to the question asked, I just ensure that you position your skills in your profile, ensure that you fill in everything fillable, then submit your proposals, and that's all. So, and that lawyer that has just learned 2 weeks on data analysis will need to learn more because data science takes more. And I can see a lot of questions in the chat. I believe when we finish the questions we have for this class, we can answer the questions in the chat. I can see a lot of questions in the
Yes.
chat.
It will soon be done, but I agree. So, Benga, I need you to hammer on something. And that's why most of the people here join the chat. And even me, I need to know because it looks like I'm now a newbie on UpWork. And the question is, how do I get my first gig as a newbie on Upwork? It is very important. And how do I know if my profile is catchy enough to get me a job? What would you be kind enough to review my profile? So I don't know who sent that because I copied out the questions, but if the person is here.
I
So how
can
do
review.
we secure our first job on Upwork? Very important.
This is a very, very important question. Okay, for reviewing profiles, I can review profiles. And funny enough, the reason why I can review profiles is that it takes me 10 seconds to look at your profile to know what's wrong with it. Just looking at your profile in 10 seconds, I already know what's wrong with it. So it's easy for me. As I can review 10, 20 profiles. So that one, I can do that. Then how do you land your first job on Upwork? First of all, profile. Have a solid profile. There's an Upwork manual that I can share for free, but it's included in the ebooks we zip. But there's an Upwork manual I can share for free. I can say it's by Upwork and it's free. So they talk about a lot of things and there's a sample profile there. First of all, have a solid profile. That's the number one thing you need to have. Second, understand how to write proposals. How to write proposals that win you jobs. And thirdly, understand how to apply for the right jobs and how to apply for jobs from the right clients. Why these three things? The challenge I've had the challenge people have had when people submit, people join Upwork, they now tell me, I've been posting jobs to withdraw money on Upwork.
Okay. Thank you for that. So there's a question that is not really related to what we're saying, but I think that it might be good for us to also know. So the person said, how do I organize my social media and online presence such that I can confidently discuss personal finance and investments so as to secure increasing conversion? Thank you. So I asked this because I know that you also did something similar. You profiled yourself to be an expert in Upwork, and that has happened between the last 5 to 6 months that I'm aware. So that's why I asked.
Yeah. But you are the digital person, so you are the professional to answer this.
No, I don't want to answer from a professional point of view, from your own point of view.
Okay. The thing is this, social media wise, one of the things the person said you're expert in personal finance. You need to be I'm looking for the right English to say. It's something you need to do. You need to be this English now. Okay, but it's just thank you very much. You need to be deliberate about it. Meaning, one of the things I did, which I told people, one of the things I did is I started posting. I did a post a day across all my social media channels. I did it on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp stories, LinkedIn. So I ensured I was posting a day about what I did. Over time, so this is answering the question of that person now. Over time, people will know and recognize you for that. And by the time they recognize you for that, you start getting leads, you start getting conversions. So, but just as the major thing is deliberate. You need to be deliberate about it. So, and it's not
consistent.
Yes, as in it's not something you just do. As I said, the day I don't post, I tell myself, and I'm like, oh, guy, you didn't post today. I was posting. In my own story. You said you saw it 6 months ago, so that was when you saw it. I started posting September 2018. So you saw it 6 months ago. So that means different people will see it, will start seeing it at any time, at different times. But me, I was deliberate September 2018, where I said I was going to be posting every day. So people get to know what I did, people get to know, so, and before it takes time, but you need to be deliberate.
Okay.
So that's the solution.
Thank you, Benga. So I think we can go, because most of the other questions you've already answered them, so there's no need for repetitions. So the floor is open for questions on the chats. Do you want me to read them, or do you want to take them yourselves?
Okay, I can take them myself.
Yeah.
So
please.
So UpWork doesn't use free emails, Gmail, and the rest. What if you want to have a glance? How do you sign up? No, UpWork uses Gmail. It just asks you for work email. You can input your Gmail and you register your account. So that's just normally. I just realized that most platforms, enterprise platforms, CRMs, what they ask for is your work email. But most of them you can still use your Gmail to register on their platforms. So how should I dress for an interview, formal or casual? For an interview, for an online interview, you don't need to dress. You don't need 100% formal. Just ensure you are professional enough. It can be a T-shirt, but ensure that it's professional enough. Look at Lami; she's professional enough for an interview. So just ensure you are also dressed professional. Can you hear me?
Okay, you're back.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Oh, that was very funny. I could see you all, but I didn't know you would not hear me.
We no hear you. So you were answering Gabriel's.
So what was the last thing you heard?
I think you were talking about
UpWork or Fiverr.
You've just finished answering the question on email or Gmail. I think that's the last thing I could hear.
All right, so
interview. That's what you answered.
Okay, dressing for interview. Yes, dressing for interview. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. Okay. The next question is UpWork or Fiverr. Which would you recommend? Right. As I said. Okay. You could not hear me. UpWork or Fiverr. Which would you recommend? I recommend both. You can learn one or you can learn both. You can pick UpWork, pick Fiverr, see which one works for you well, and go deep in it. I've had people who are successful with Fiverr. The person who made $40,000 in the past 4 years was working on Fiverr alone. So he just reached out to me that he wants to learn how to use UpWork. So that was why, and that was how we met. So you can use UpWork, you can use Fiverr, and you can learn both too. So that's for UpWork or Fiverr. So which would I recommend? I recommend both. I am very good with UpWork, but you can also learn Fiverr. All that matters is that you take the platform, you learn how to use the platform, and you go deep in it. So my question is, as a graphic designer, do we specialize on ebook? No, your specialization should be what you are very good at. So that's for Ibrahim Mohammed's question. Very good at. Go with it. If it is brochure or if it is generally, just go with it. For graphic designers, and mostly they can have a in every category, just have one that they are super good at. So you can also do that. And check other graphic designers, see the way they presented their profile, see the way they presented their skills. That can be a guide for you.
Okay.
If you don't have,
Benga,
okay.
sorry, before you go to the next question, how do you search for freelancers on Upwork? Because I've tried to, each time I search, I don't get to see anything. So how do you get to know people who are good in your
how
field?
I wish I could share my screen with you. It's very simple.
Okay.
It's very simple. It's just through the search bar. I would make a small short video and send to you.
Please.
It's a very simple thing to do.
Okay. So maybe if you make that small video, I can attach it to this video when I'm putting it on my YouTube.
All right, I'll make the video and send you. Okay, so if you don't have these skills, but you still apply, claiming to have to just enter, how do you present a portfolio? A portfolio you don't have. For application, you don't really need a portfolio. You can add it. It's not necessary, but you can add it if you have. That's just for application. And in my ebook, as I said, I listed how to bypass the platform, how to navigate and ensure that you get approved. People have followed my instructions, and at least in the past week alone, I think I have about 5 to 10 people that I just follow the instructions in your ebook, and so it's simple steps really. So it's not big. It's simple steps. Can you take jobs and outsource, ensuring they are done well? How do you get paid on Upwork? Yes, at the level, for Idovu's question, at the level you get to a place where there are more jobs than you can do, you need to outsource. Last year, I got projects where I had to hire my brother, my sister. I had to hire my family members. We completed the jobs together. They got paid. Right now, they're on my neck. They need jobs. They said, I need to get contracts like last year because they were paid on their bed. So, but to just say, yes, you can take jobs and outsource. And there's a point you mentioned here, which is very important. Ensuring they are done well. You must ensure you maintain quality, because if anything goes wrong with the job, it's your reputation that is on the line. So there must be quality control. So how do you talk about it? There's an Upwork. Upwork has its own wallet, and where you see your money, and you can withdraw to your bank account, your Payoneer account, or PayPal account. That's how you get paid. So I asked the question why I was. Okay.
Can I ask a question so that you explain the payment process? So Upwork has something that is called the escrow.
Yes.
So does it mean that when a client gives you a job, for instance, do they wait till after the job is done before you get paid? Or how does that process work with Upwork? They pay Upwork and Upwork pays you. Please explain so that people can understand.
Yeah. So Upwork serves as a middleman. They charge 20% for your first $500. If it is more than $500, they charge 10%. If it's more than $1,000, the charges become 5%. Is it $1,000 or $5,000 now? Charges become okay. Let's use the 20%. Upwork charges 20% for jobs, meaning that for any money so for every $100 that gets to you, Upwork charges 20% as their own Upwork fee. So you get $80. So that's that. Then, so if Lami is a client, for an example, Lami wants me to write for her. So after posting the job, Lami saw my proposal and loved my proposal. So we get into the interview phase where we message each other via the Upwork message platform. So when Lami is interested and Lami say, okay, let's start the job, Lami draws up a contract. That's what it's called. So on the contract, Lami will fund the contract, the escrow. So automatically from Lami's account, Upwork we will have deducted $100. So me, freelancer, I can see it. I will see the $100 yes. So this money is no longer with Lami, it's with Upwork. The moment I complete the job to Lami's satisfaction, the Lami can tell Upwork, okay, release the money for Benga. But there are some special cases when there's disputes, when Lami is not satisfied with my job, I believe I did a good job, then I can call Upwork to come and solve for dispute resolution. So that, and that's why Upwork will advise you to ensure that your messages are on the platform, on the Upwork message, because if you take discussions outside Upwork, there won't be a way for them to mediate. So when Upwork checks through the messages, but I advise you not to even get to that level. Don't get to that stage to invite Upwork for dispute resolution. But in the cases where it happens, so Upwork will read through the messages, the discussion that happened between you guys, and Upwork will mediate. So that's what Upwork will do. So as Upwork is an escrow, and for jobs, mostly just ensure that you do jobs from verified clients. Ensure that you do jobs or you start jobs that have been funded. Don't just waste your time on jobs that have not been funded, because as I said, the moment Upwork deducts the money from Lami's account, I will see it in my own account. I will see that contract has been drawn between Lami and Denga, funded in escrow X amount, so that I can work and know that my money is waiting for me when I complete the job. So that's about escrow. So, sorry, Ortega said I joined late through the network issues. I asked a question concerning why I was told, Ortega should be the long question person. After I registered a few years back, due to the fact that I already had more than enough. I don't know if the question has already been answered. Ortega, I answered it, but you joined late. Okay, so as I answered, Upwork has an algorithm that just screens freelancers, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's just at the particular moment you applied, the demand and supply, the demand for particular people in your field is is less than the supply. So the algorithm just ensures that it balances. So that's what the algorithm part is for at that particular moment. So basically, you can edit your skills. You can just add more niches, add more skills. You can change your skills. You can increase your rates. It's easy, and I think you can speak with them. This for getting accounts approved is an easy thing I can do. So at the end of this class, I was still talking about, at the end of this class, anybody having issues can contact Lami. I'll handle them for free. That's easy for me. So if you still have issues with your account, contact Lami. I can't hear you. You're mute.
Please contact Benga. I'm not an expert. I've not made the last $200 I made on Upwork for 2014. So I'm trying to make more.
Okay.
But I think you should talk about your ebook, because that's what I'm reading, and those are the steps I am taking. So maybe we should talk about it. There are a few questions on it.
All right. Okay. So I have my ebooks, and I wrote my ebooks and it's been, a lot of people I've had a lot of positive testimonies from it. So it's going to be, my ebook costs about 5K, but for people in this session, I'm going to be giving a discount. So you can just pay for a token, 2K for it. And there's something I did. Lami, just because of, through our influence, I'm going to be sharing 6 ebooks instead of 1 with everybody, just because you are here. So 6 of my ebooks, you're getting 6 of my ebooks for the same 2K. Normally it's one of the ebook I sell for 5K, but just because I want to help you. So everything is there. You can just read, everything is there. Everything is there. Everything you need to know is there. As in, there's a chapter on approval, there's a chapter on profile, proposal. Everything you need to know about Upwork is there. So how do I get your ebook? I talked about it now. How can we have your ebook? Is for a token. Is you get.
I'll send it, because I don't think you can copy link from here, but I'll send the link via email to everybody.
There's a particular ebook, free ebook I added to that. It's not even my ebook. There's a free ebook I added to the 6 ebooks. The ebook is just on Upwork profiles. That was the largest one there. That ebook is just on Upwork profiles, and about 150 pages. It's just on profiles, nothing more. So just if you can master everything there, even me, I had to read it to fine-tune my own profile. Are there room for negotiation? Yes, you can negotiate with clients. So but just ensure that you know what you are doing, you know that you believe. Part of the ways, I talked about pricing in the ebook, but part of the ways, if you want to determine pricing, you check averagely what the price is generally in your field. If a writer charges me $100 and a web developer charges me $100, I will believe the web developer more than a writer because of the skills or the niche. Then you can just ensure that when you are negotiating, ensure that you have a valid reason to negotiate. I once heard that some clients make video calls, yes, via Skype. Is this true or acceptable? Yes, it's very, very acceptable. Some client wants to see you. They want to see your face. Yes. I've had a lot of Skype interviews with clients. Yes. Can you please turn off your camera? Okay, so not for me. How can we get the ebook? I've talked about that.
I've added the link to the link to your ebook.
Okay.
Is on the comment.
How do we reach Benga or Lami, please? How do we reach me? How do you reach me? Okay. Thanks for the offer of CC book. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. It's Lami. You should be thanking her, not me. Well, it's just for this class. It's just for this class, so because ideally people pay for that ebooks and my materials. People pay 10K for it,
and it's worth it.
If you at least people that have used it, the testimonies are mind blowing. How do you reach me? What's your social media? I've made my purchase. Oh, that was fast. What's your social media? What's your social media handle? Okay, I'll post everything here. I'll post everything here. I'll post my social media handles here. What if there's an issue with the client? How can UpWork trace the conversation? I talked about there's a messaging, UpWork messaging where you can chat just like an instant message in the UpWork platform. So UpWork can trace the conversation from looking at the chat between you and the client. So for those that have made purchase, the most important ebook you should read, or the first ebook you should read, is my guide to UpWork. Just start with that. Before you read any other thing, just start with that guide to UpWork. That alone explains. How do you know we are from this class when we are buying your ebooks for this? You are the only one with the link. Nobody else has the link. Nobody else has the link. At the moment this class ends, after some time, I will cancel the link. You are the only one with the link. Except you give someone else that was not in this class.
So please, let's just. This is discounted for us, and I had to really beg Benga to, so that because of the period that we're in, and for us to take as much as possible.
So what's your social media handles? I think I'm Benga B on Twitter, but I will post some here. Let me post my Twitter handle here, so you can reach me via that. Okay, let me just drop my number. You can reach me via WhatsApp. That one is very easy for me.
Thank you, Benga.
63668. You can reach me via WhatsApp. Just tell me from Lami's class, so I know you are a special student.
This way I will worship. I hope I get commission.
Actually, because I get a lot of messages, so I have to prioritize. I prioritize the way I answer people. There are people that, you remember when you were calling when I was on another call. When you told me you were the one that was calling, I had to tell the person that no, I need to answer Lami. So I have to prioritize. So when you tell me you're from Lami, I know that okay, I need to answer you first. So that's my number. You can reach me on WhatsApp. Yes, you can reach me on WhatsApp. So someone asked me a question. What's the difference between free and paid? There is little difference. If you're on a paid profile, you can see what other freelancers are bidding. Then if you're on a paid profile, your account can't be on private. But for free is okay. With free enough, you already get all the benefits. Okay, if you're on a paid profile, you can hide all your earnings so that other people cannot see how much you've earned. In case you're hiding from your family, you don't want them to see how much you've made on the platform. So those are the differences. My LinkedIn profile, I would. Does the link cover the 6 ebooks? Yes, it covers for the 6 ebooks.
It does.
So I want to understand how the charges per hour, how does it work? If you do a job for 3 days, does it mean yes? Let me talk about this. I think, Lami, are
Sorry,
we still on
your phone.
time?
Yeah,
Eh?
is that your phone making noise? We
No, not
have
mine.
11 minutes more.
No, it's not my phone. Everything is on silent here.
I don't know where that noise is coming from. Okay, I think the noise is gone now.
No, I'm not even. Okay, someone asked me, I want to understand charge per hour. Okay, there are two kinds of jobs on Upwork. We have the fixed price jobs and the hourly jobs. Everything is inside the ebook. Lami can everything. See, if you read my ebook, one of the things why I did the ebook is so that you don't even need to you don't need to reach me or anything, because everything I'm going to tell you is inside. So but there's hourly jobs and there's fixed price jobs. So you were talking about hourly jobs. Hourly jobs now is per hour. Say you do a job $10 per hour. So you said if you do the job for 2 days, does that mean you are charged for 48? Yes, if that's what is agreed between you and the client. I see people who agree 1,000 hours with clients. Some people agree. If you have agreed with the client, okay, we are going to work for 100 hours, and my rate is $10 per hour. It's 10 times 100. That's your money. It's as simple as that. So yes, if you do a job for 2 days, yes. If you are, that means you are not going to sleep and eat, and you're going to work for 48 straight hours. Then it's multiplied by your rate, the rate agreed between you and the clients. So let me see for more questions. Can we have your profile link, please? Is it okay for my Upwork profile link? Okay, let me look for that and post. Ebook page. Thank you. The ebooks are downloading. Thanks. You can see 6 of them. Start with my ebook. There's an ebook on profile, and if you need anything, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Just tell me from Lami, so I can answer you.
And before you contact, make sure you have bought the ebook so that to answer you be higher.
Okay. Someone said you want my profile link on Upwork.
Then, if you buy the ebooks and read them, make sure you buy the ebooks and read them before you contact him, so that you won't have to be repeating some of the things that I already said on the ebook. I think.
Okay, so yes, let me share my profile, my Upwork profile link. It's nothing. It's not. I want to share my Upwork for those who ask for my Upwork profile link. I sent it. That's my Upwork profile link. Someone asked for.
Okay.
There's nothing much in my Upwork profile. It's a simple profile.
So we
Someone
have
asked
8
for.
minutes more.
Okay, someone asked for my LinkedIn. I don't know if I have my LinkedIn link here, but on Twitter, let me check my Twitter handle. What's my Twitter username said? On Twitter, it's Denga. You can reach me on Twitter too. So basically, we've talked about everything. So thank you very much for having me. So let me just hand over to Lami.
Thank you, Benga. I mean, the notice was short, and we were supposed to have this on on Thursday. I thought about this on Tuesday, and I asked him that, Benga, can we? So when I thought about the fact that we needed more people to join, because I also want to make more money, and then I said, let's move it to Monday, and we've had it today, and I'm really grateful that I want to believe that we have all learned something from this class. Please get the books. The worth of the book, if I were Benga, I would sell each book for 2,000 naira maximum, or 5K each. And then, because they are so loaded, and I'm also reading. I'm reading. I think I'm on the second book, because I want to make the best out of it. So thank you all so much. And I'm also trying to get another top-rated Upworker on our next class. I'm going to let you know. She's a copywriter. She's a badass copywriter. So you're wondering how come you are surrounded with badass Upwork people and you have not started making money. It's because I've not been serious. But now I'm very serious. So I'm going to invite someone else who is a copywriter. So if you're interested in digital marketing, copywriting, SEO, I just pray she accepts to come on this. So I think that's all. You can all reach me. You have my email addresses, and This is my